Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Sean John, the Moving Biz CEO. I'm back. We had to cut the last video short because some things started coming up in the office that I had to tend to, but I'm back to wrap this up. So this is part two of why good customers leave bad reviews. And so when we left off, we were talking about customers are powerful because they understand that they actually have a weapon against you, which is the reviews. Hence why I hate reviews. So that's why I always tell you, if you're a starting company, if you're starting off in the beginning, don't go and list your company on these public profiles where they can get public reviews. If you can get a private review, that's fine. But I'm telling you, if you go out there and make a mistake, these reviews are going to hunt you forever, right? You'll mess around and end up having to change your company's number and name just to get away from these bad reviews. So don't go and do that initially. So customers are very powerful. They use the review process against you. They leverage it. They leverage it against you, right? And so they're very, very powerful. Excuse me. They understand the power of these reviews and the power that they have over you. So just remember that they're emotional. Excuse me, guys. They're emotional. They're very powerful, and you can control that. Right, so, and the customers are aware, that's the worst part. Not only are they powerful, they actually know it. Especially when you make the mistake, the error of telling them that you're the business owner. And now they know there's no one else to negotiate with but you. Now they got you, because I can get you. So you don't want to go through that. All right, last, and remember, I know these are not traditional, these are unconventional, I get it. But this is just how I think when it comes to business, and that's all I'm giving you, right? And so the very last thing, and you're gonna be like, what, when I write this down? But here's what you need to know about your customers. Not only are they emotional, not only are they powerful, but your customers, probably should have chose a different color. Your customers are followers. Can you guys see that? Your customers are followers. Now, I know what you're thinking. How's my customer? I get it, Sean. I get that they're emotional. I get that they're powerful, that they can leverage that. But how in the round world are my customers followers of me? Glad you asked, right? So your customers and your customers are willing to go where you lead them, right? So here's a trick, right? So what your job as the service provider, it's not even to raise your customer expectations, but it's to elevate them, right? Your job is to get them to the top floor when it comes to expectations. That's why in your process, in your application, in your paperwork for your job, you should always be selling the customer on 3 things that we're gonna do for you that's gonna make your move better. 5 things we're gonna do, 7 things that we're gonna do, 7 guarantees we got outlined that when we finish this move, we'll let you go back and grade each one. And now the customer feels like, and that's going back to powerful, but now on your side, you've leveraged that power and got control back on your side. You know they're powerful, but now you've done some things where you got them thinking about you more so your power than their power. And they don't even know that you've switched to power leverage to where they're like, I got the power, I got the reviews, I got them. And then I'm gonna take that out of the process and say, oh yeah, you don't have that. Let me show you how. So here's what I'm gonna do. Ms. Johnson, I'm gonna give you 7 things that you're gonna grade us on at the end of this process. And when we come back, I want you to grade us on all 7 things and tell us how we did. And now I've raised their expectations by telling them 7 things, 3, 5, whatever, things that I'm gonna do. It could be 10, whatever. We got the 10-piece guarantee, the 7-piece, what's it get named? The 7 pieces of excellence, right? Something like that, right? Make it fun. And now the customer, you've raised their expectations, and then you go out and meet their expectations. Now you control them emotionally. They're feeling good because you met their expectations, so emotionally they're drawn to you and they're on your side. The power that they had to use the reviews, they're willing to transfer that power to you now because now they're grading you. They feel like they're in control, but they don't know that you're the one in control. You have them doing what you want them to do so that they can feel good about what you want them to feel good about, so that they can be pleased with what you told them you would do for them in the first place, right? And now they can't be mad because they're going through your checklist going, yeah, they did that. They did that. Wrap it, they did that. Made me feel, they did that. Wow, wow, wow. And never, please, never put anything about price on there. You never want to talk to a customer about price. If you don't know why, you definitely need to be in the masterclass. Click the link below. If you need a moving coach or a moving mentor, drop coach or mentor in the box, or simply just in the first comment below, click the masterclass and you'll get me, right? I'll teach you everything I do. So the customers are followers, right? So they're willing to follow your lead. Why? Because you're the professional. They're not the professional. They called you. The very fact that they called you gives you power, gives you control, right? So the only thing that could happen for a good customer to leave a bad review is you lost that. You gave up your power, you gave up your control, you lost your leverage. When they call you, you're in control. That's why I always teach you in your script, stay in control. We're not getting off control, right? We're not getting off of being in control. Sorry that your dog died, but I got this, right? So we're not gonna go through all that. I don't wanna hear your sad story. This is business. Don't make me feel bad for you. Don't do that. It's not fair to me, right? And so you gotta elevate your customer expectations. Understand that your customer is willing to follow your lead because you're the professional. They trust you until you do something wrong, but they trust you, so they're willing to follow you. Your job is to make sure that you keep them in line to where they're happy to follow you. And so that's what you have to think about. So emotional, powerful, and they're followers. I know this ain't typical, but it works for me. I'm just telling you, it'll probably work for you. Your customers are willing to follow your lead. All I'm telling you is don't give up your position to lead. Don't lose your spot. Stay in the front, stay in the lead. Keep them informed, update them, talk to them. Hey, Ms. Johnson, listen, I wanna, if you don't mind, come walk with me. I wanna show you this. So here's your living room. I know it means a lot to you, but I just want you to see, we wrapped this, we wrapped that. This piece here, I know you mentioned that it was fragile. We took care of that, even added an extra cushion to make sure we got a special spot in there. And so we're gonna take care of all your items. In fact, we're gonna take care of it like it's our own. Is that okay? And I would finish with, is that okay? Because I always want the customer agreeing with me and saying yes. Is that okay, Ms. Johnson? Oh yeah. Who's gonna say no? Right? And so now I got you. Oh, I got you. My guy's about to get tipped. Ooh, man, we about to get a good review. It's about to be on and pop it up in here, baby. Because I got the leadership role, and I know you're gonna follow me. All I have to do is be a good leader. That's all I have to do. Now, if I'm following you, hey, Sean, come walk with me. Listen, I told you guys about this, but the leg's flimsy. They didn't take care of that. They didn't wrap that. They laid my sofa down on the floor, and now you got a real issue, right? Because now they're not the followers, you're the follower. And they're leveraging their power, and emotionally, you're ready to break down. You're already thinking about how I'm gonna compromise. You're not winning if you're doing that, right? So please, please, please take this, utilize this. I'm telling you, it's gonna help your business. Just think about it, implement it into your systems and processes. It's gonna be cool. So hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. By the way, I've been giving a lot of thought to this about this upcoming year, and because I got people that, all right, so a lot of you guys know that I do moving coaching, I do mentorship, I do one-on-one. Not a lot, just when I have time, right? So, but if you want to go the lesser route, not have to spend as much, because one-on-one is going to cost you. It's not cheap. Well, it's cheaper than it should be, but it takes a lot to do it. And whatever you invest, I know I could 10x it in a month. So I have no problems charging what I charge. In fact, I should go up on my prices while I'm thinking about it. Secondly, I've been, and by the way, if you want to get all of that for less, just click the link in the first comment below and jump into masterclass. It's about 3.5 hours. It's going to change your business overnight, I promise, right? And so you'll be hitting me up going, man, I never even thought about that. So, but I've been thinking about maybe doing a in-person event in certain cities around the country. Maybe just a couple or a few cities next year. So wherever you are, if you think, or if you're interested, because I always like to gauge before I commit to something. If you got, because if nobody's interested, I won't do it. But if you, wherever you are, if your city, if I come to your city, would you be willing to come out and spend a day with me and learn everything I know about business? Would you be willing to do that? If yes, drop your city and your state. If no, just put no. It's not gonna hurt my feelings, I'm okay with that, but I always like to know. So I'm asking you guys, would it be a good idea for me to come out and teach you one-on-one, face-to-face, everything that I know about the moving business? And then you can take that and then within 48 hours have it implemented into your business process and hopefully generate tons of income. And then the best news is you'll get to call me or text me back and let me know how much it helped and how well your business is doing and how it's growing, right? So if you want that, drop your city and state. If you don't, I understand it. But again, the training link is down below. If you want one-on-one, just write coaching or mentorship, and my assistant Cynthia will reach out to you. I think we only have a couple spaces left for the rest of the year, so don't wait around. I am going to go up on my prices for one-on-one because it does take a lot to be able to do that. But I do want to help you, but it does take time, so just be honest. All right, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Thank you guys for hitting the channel up. I know this is unconventional. You're probably looking at this going, what? I thought he was going to say this. This dude's talking about emotional, powerful, and followers. What is he talking about? Well, go back and watch the video, share with somebody else. I got to go, guys. Have a wonderful and blessed day.